What's going on, traders? Welcome back to day 8 of 25 days of trading. Appreciate you tuning in as always. We got a good one ahead of us here. But first off, reminder to subscribe every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'll be dropping the next day's video all the way through Christmas morning. So make sure you don't miss the next video. But I appreciate you tuning in as always. We got a good one, like I said. I'm going to be revealing some free sauce as I'm going to reveal my trading plan. Now, I love you guys very much, but I can't give you all of my trading plan for all that it is. But you can go see it on Futures 2.0 on ASFX TV. That's where I give you my most detailed breakdown of my trading plan. I walk you through from A to Z of how to get in your trades, how much size, where's your stop, how to pass a funding account, get payouts, read the higher time frame. I mean, I could just show you here. If we get into it here on ASFX TV, like I said, Futures 2.0, you see all the chapters of this is your foundation, this is your bread and butter, and this is your trading plan of what setups you're looking for and everything you need to do to trade. But if you don't want to go that route yet, hurts my feelings, but that's all right. I still love you very much. We'll go over some trades here. So if we go first off, we're going to have to take some notes on this one because I'm not going to have visuals of what my trading plan is on everything. But first off, as I always say, you need a setup to take, which I give you in the Futures 2.0 course. So let's give you some markups here to get a better idea. If you've never traded with the VWAP, I'm looking for clear trend and I'm trading on ES, but I'm going to be using really just two VWAPs for this video. The high day VWAP here in purple, and the black one is our New York VWAP anchored from 930. And these levels here are the 15-minute opening range, which is also another key level we'll talk about. But I'm looking for the trend, and I'm looking to find that next leg of trend continuation. So you can see we get a pullback down to New York VWAP. I'm not induced into longs way up here, just off no man's land. I want to see sellers try to step in, but buyers slow us down at a key VWAP like this New York one. And I'm getting back in once buyers step back in on the break of that high day VWAP, saying that they're 100% back in control. Let's go continue that bullish trend, right? So obviously it doesn't really work super well if there's no trend, because there's no trend for buyers to go continue because there was never a trend to begin with, right? A lot of trend, but it pulls back. I teach you where to put your stop because you should be able to hold through this one as it builds a higher low and gets back above the high day and gets the 1R in the second push. Another one here, clean as it gets, not chasing the first break. I teach this all about in the VWAP course as well as on my streams. You never see me really get induced into these first breaks because those don't really run outside the opening range high very far. So I'm seeing it go up there, confirming my longs, so that's good. I feel no FOMO because you're just telling me I'm probably right in looking for longs. But now let's actually pull back, defend the New York VWAP, and buyers step back in, right? So it's pretty much the same price as that first one, but if you buy it up here, you might have a tight stop and get stopped out for no reason, and then the bigger move happens without you. So it's all about timing. All right, we can look at one more here. Clear drift higher, no pullback for me to get in on though. So I'm not getting in no trades. It pulls back. Here are my retests of the key levels of the all-time high, New York VWAP, as well as opening range high. Where am I getting in? On the break of high debt, because buyers are now back in. They're done pulling back. That's really what it is. The pullback is hinting to be over because buyers are stepping back in on the high day break. So that's the simplest way I could put it of my trade setup. Now to go even deeper, you can see this one's at 11:26 in the morning, probably the latest I'll trade. This one's at 10:20. That's a nice bread and butter time. And this one's at 11:14. So pretty much the same as the other one. That my best trades for me personally, part of my trading plan, like we're saying in this video, comes between 9:30 and I'd say 12, just to round it off. I'll take a break during lunch because I don't want to trade those slow hours of 12 to 1, 1:30, maybe 1, where proven, I don't have it proven, but I don't often see new high of day being made at 1 o'clock or a new low of day for shorts, right? That it kind of stalls, it gets a little slow. And even if you just think about it, for me personally, or anyone that's watching, we have the open way down here. We had all this move up, and now 1 o'clock is way above my head. That if we couldn't find a move within that, what are we doing? Is it a me problem? Is it a chart problem that maybe on a given day, yeah, by 1 o'clock, there's no clear trend that I'm not in a trade yet, but that's kind of just telling me that the charts aren't clean. Maybe I'm not going to find a clean trade. But if there's clean structure, there's clean trend, and I can get a good stop and a good break of this, clean trend, good asset, right? Good assets, then I should have no problem finding a trade before 1 o'clock. But if I'm still around trading at 1, probably not my best bet. So from 9 to 12, my best trades. And to go even further into that, like I hinted at these 15-minute lines, these horizontal lines with a 15-minute opening range, the first 15 minutes of the day. My best trades are also going to come outside of that. You can see right above it. This one bouncing off of it. No, not this one. This one bouncing right off that open range high. So I'm using it as a key level to trade off of, or when we're breaking through it, like this one, right? Because many times when we're within this range during the open, a little bit after the open, there's not too much information yet, right? On this big red candle down, could we be finding shorts? We could, but we quickly see buyers step back in because we're still within that range. There's not too much information screaming at me that we definitely want to go in a certain way. But then once I see us break out the top, buyers defend, and we break out the top a second time, that's my trigger that buyers probably truly are in, and I can continue looking for longs today. So I try not to get induced into trappy days inside the range. My best trades will come probably within, since I'm saying I don't trade it within the range, my best trades probably come within 9:50 and 12 o'clock. So I'm not really trading at 9:35, 9:40, right? And that's just me. Another part of my trading plan, if you just go to TradeZella, is really just 1 to 2 trades a day. Right now, this is on a copier. Everyone relax. I don't take 8 trades a day. I'm not that bad, but it's on a copier. But 1 to 2 trades, I went it over in the last video of showing my calendar of 38 trades across 15 days, about 2 and some change trades a day. That I'm looking for my setup. My specific setup isn't going to present 8 times a day, right? Or one of these markups, none of these. Maybe this one you could argue it's a small pullback. I had one, I think I deleted it for this video, but there's plenty of pullbacks with a break of high a day. But I'm not taking every single one of those because there's too many of them. I need to refine it even more and add another layer to those rules so that I can get more picky with it. Of it has to be off a key level. It has to be a significant pullback, right? This one here really isn't significant for me. It's just a winner, but it doesn't mean I need to be in that trade every time. But when we get a nice, healthy pullback, taking some time, 40 minutes to the New York, now buyers are back in. Let's go continue trend. Or this one when we're lining up on 3 levels of support of all-time high, open range high, New York. Now I'm interested, right? So there's a plenty of breaks of, I guess you could argue on this left side, there's small breaks of high a day in there. I'm not concerned about it. That's going to happen 12 times a day, and let's just say 6 wins, 6 lose. How do I know which 6 to pick? Because they're all just they all look the same. Where if I could wait for a key level retest, that's not going to happen 6 times a day. So I become more picky. I'm taking the higher probability ones, and that just makes me take less trades, but I'm fine with it. So less trades. If I'm taking 2 swings a day or allowing myself 2, I will say 3. I'll take 3 a day. I need to manage my risk based off of that. So if I don't want to lose on my XFAs now, I shrink it down to 500 per day. I don't want to lose more than 500 per account. Well, then I can't really put on more than $250, $300 on one trade because if I lose 300, I only have $200 left to play with. So I could maybe size down that second trade. Okay. But if I want to take 3 a day, $200 of risk is too much. But I'm really trying to take 2. If that first one wins, we're fine. If that first one loses, okay, maybe now we got to start thinking about what kind of risk can I put on to maybe recover it and maybe end the day green, but really just try to recover. But you have to know your risk and how many trades you're willing to take in a day. I know I'm not really going to take 4, so I don't need a max daily loss of 1,000 with my risk of 250. I know if I'm 0 for 2 and I hit minus 500 on $250 worth of risk each trade, if I'm 0 for 2, tap me out. Get me out of the game for the day because the chart's maybe not screaming very cleanly, and maybe that's why I'm struggling. Maybe just internally I'm struggling, so let's pull me off before I do something worse. Or luck of the draw. I took 2 setups. They both lost. Oh, well. I might miss a move later on, but for the long term, it's best to just lock me out so I could survive and come back tomorrow with a fresh head, come back, look for my best trade, and we'll make it back slowly but surely, right? So you know what time of day I trade, you know the setups I'm looking to trade. And like I said, for any of these setups, there's plenty of markups just like it in the Futures 2.0 course on the breaks and even the bounce right above my head here, as well as in one of these markups. I mentioned the all-time high vwap. You get to see a bunch of markups of that. Keys to remember, how to manage your trades. I could tell you how I manage my trades, but it's right here in the course. And then even so, there's a trade practice, right? If you really did pay attention through the course, I just give you naked charts. See if you could see it without me telling you. And if you can, then you're probably picking it up pretty well. And you could probably start trading it yourself now. And then also habits of the successful trader, because it's not all about strategy, right? I can give you a winning trade call out on stream, but you can maybe not make money off it if you hold on to it too long or go with a different stop than me. But I think really that's it. You know what strategy I'm taking, the time of days I perform best. You know, we cut out the power hour streams. Wasn't really making money in them. Making some, but not worth the time. Not the cleanest trades. Late in the day, low energy. I'm better off from 9 to 12, really 9:30 at the open. 2 trades a day. This much risk. This is what my trade looks like. Here we go. Let's have a good month. Right? So I just keep it simple. Like I said, if you're watching this in December, code Xmas will get you 25% off. Not just the course, you can watch the live streams on here where I teach you exactly the trades I'm taking. You see me take them, as well as Zach's trades. You get the streams, you get the 2 courses, because Austin's 101 is also on here. And then not even that, just also if you miss a stream, the replays are there. So you can go back and watch all the trades we ever took. Not ever, because there's only so much in the library. But you get the point. Here's all my streams this month. So you get 50 hours of content of me live trading. Right? Look at that beauty. Oof. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, tomorrow, 11 a.m., the next day will be up. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to subscribe. Good luck on the charts. I'll see you on the desk tomorrow morning.